If I wasn't a people pleaser, I'd probably be a billionaire by now.
You have to choose wisely who your friends are.
I'd never, ever, ever apologize for my boundaries. These are my boundaries. If you don't like it, I'm so sorry.
Sometimes you just need to create yourself an alter ego.
I made up a boyfriend. I was catfishing from back in the day.
There was this constant pressure to always be the best.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Coffee Club, the coffee date you do not cancel. Today, we're thinking about our adulthood.
I mean, I'm still a baby.
Girl, you're a 30-year-old baby. You're 20. What are you, 28? Girl, I can't believe you're 28.
That's crazy. I'm getting old.
No, you're a baby.
Bro, you're like 2 years older than me.
Girl.
Literally. You're
in my mind. So recently I've been thinking about how I was 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I was thinking, I'm such a different person. And things that were so big to me or seemed so huge and unrealistic in my 20s, now I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? That's crazy that I had those restrictions on myself to think that things weren't possible. So yeah, I thought it is a good time to talk about things that we wish someone told us in our 20s.
Oh, girl.
Did you see this trend on TikTok before where it was like, I'm getting ready to go and meet my 18-year-old self for coffee. She's early. Or what was it? It was something like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember exactly what, she was like on time or like she was late.
She ordered a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
She was on time. She was wearing her favorite fluffy cardigan. Oh. And if you were going to meet your 20-year-old self for coffee, would she be early? Would she be late? Tell me, what would she be doing?
She would be early.
Okay.
So, like, young Nadia was very, very on point with timing. Older Nadia, not so much. She's lacking a little bit with time management. Yeah, oh my God, I would just, like, hug her. That is so...
What would she have ordered?
She would have ordered a... okay, it's from a place that's now cancelled, but they had this, like, strawberry...
With the dragon?
The hibiscus one?
Oh, no, I've never tried it.
Hibiscus and lemonade.
No, okay. I always used to get like a strawberry frap.
Oh, okay. So there was this like drink that was like hibiscus. I would mix it with lemonade. Oh. And it was very sweet. I've always loved like really sweet drinks.
Yeah.
She would definitely order that drink. She's not drinking as much coffee as I am these days. And yeah, what about you? What would young Layla order?
So young Layla, she would always be drinking an iced chai latte. I don't know why. Actually, no, not an iced one, a hot. Because I was living in London. Yeah, so I'd be drinking a hot chai latte. I was like obsessed with them. I'd be early. I'd probably be like an hour early. My mum always told me as we were growing up that if you're not early, you're late. So it was something that I always used to stick by. I just seen it as like disrespectful if you weren't early. Whereas now,
I agree.
Layla, you being a bit disrespectful. Mama wouldn't be proud.
She would not be proud.
She wouldn't be very confident. Like she'd be sitting there probably in like an oversized jumper, like very looking like right now.
Hold on, something's not changed.
Something's not changed. She'd be probably just sitting there like not confident. Probably have a book. I'd definitely have a book with me.
Okay.
And yeah, just little geek, little nerdy nerd with my chai latte. And yeah, when I seen that, I was like, wow, if I could actually sit down with 20-year-old Layla, what would you tell 20-year-old Nadia?
No, what would you tell 20-year-old Layla? Like, is there something now that you wish you could go back and tell yourself, like, I really wish you knew this was going to happen for you?
Out of everything that's happened in my life, I feel like if I could sit down with the 20-year-old version of me, I would tell her to stop people pleasing. Because people pleasing, for one, you can't please everyone. Not everyone is going to like you. You don't like everyone, so why do you expect everyone to like you?
Agreed.
It wastes so much of your time. It also makes you a less confident person because you don't set boundaries for yourself. And people then don't respect your vision. They don't respect your opinion. They don't respect you as a whole because you're so moldable. You'll just bend over backwards for people. You don't prioritize yourself. And it trickles into so many aspects of your life, from your friendships to your relationships, to your work, to absolutely anything, even your self-development. People pleasing, I feel like, is one of the biggest time stealers of all time. So I would tell her, girl, pull up your socks, wipe your tears, and stop caring about people.
Oh, bless her. But then maybe you wouldn't have been like as nurturing as you are now if you had to like toughen up at such a young age, you know?
Girl, I wish I toughened up at a young age. You know, sometimes you say to yourself, like, no, but like everything shaped me to the way I am. If I wasn't a people pleaser, I'd probably be a billionaire by now. You just wasted our damn time.
So one piece of advice: don't people
please. If you're listening to this episode and you're a people pleaser, honestly, stop right now.
It won't get you anywhere.
It's not going to get you anywhere. And you know, I read something once.
This is your future self speaking.
This is your future self speaking. I read somewhere once that it said life is crazy because you can just wake up one day and activate a character. And what they mean by that is, you know, when you're playing like a computer game and you're like, oh, today I'm going to be Mario.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to be Luigi. It's like you can actually wake up every single day and say, today I'm going to be confident.
Yeah.
Exactly like what we spoke about previously when we were discussing like affirmations. It's like life is amazing. Like you can just be like, today this is who I am.
Exactly.
You can wake up and say, I'm not people pleasing. And you just tell yourself, I'm not doing this anymore. I think that we are sometimes too soft on ourselves, and we tell ourselves that, no, it's fine. Like you're working towards it. Work on it right now.
Yeah.
Because time continues. Like there are things that are happening all over the world. Someone's lost their mum today. Someone's just given birth. Someone's broke their leg. Someone got a promotion. Someone's been made redundant. And the world is still ticking. Like time is not going to stop just because you're having a bit of a hiccup. So instead of saying, I'm going to stop doing this and work towards it, just stop doing it.
Yeah.
If there's a guy in your life that's wasting your time, don't say, oh, I'm just going to see how it goes. Cut him off.
I love that advice. I think we spoke about it in a previous episode where like sometimes you just need to create yourself an alter ego.
100%.
You know, like just become, today I want to like either give her a name or like give her like okay, for example, I think I told you this, my mom was going to call me Camellia when I was a kid. So I always say like maybe my alter ego would be called Camellia. And Camellia, what does she do? She wakes up, she goes for a run, she goes to the gym, she does her skincare, she does all these things. So if you can't feel confident within yourself, create an alter ego for yourself and give her like, and write down like a set of rules or personality traits that she has and just say, would my higher self do this? It doesn't even have to be another name.
Yeah.
Just would my higher self wake up at 2 p.m. No, my higher self wants to wake up at 8. She wants to do this. She wants to get her life together. She wants to be organized. So I think, yeah, that's a really great way of thinking about it too.
As you spoke about alter ego, it automatically, the thing that came to my mind was Beyonce and Sasha Fierce.
Yeah. Yes, I forgot about that.
Beyonce has an alter ego.
Yeah.
That's how she gets stuff done.
Honestly, and so do I would assume 99% of celebrities and influencers have an alter ego, because how many times have you met a celebrity or influencer who is nothing like what you see on social media?
Gosh, so many times.
So many, like, because they've created this alter ego for the camera.
Yeah.
They're not really that person
They're performing.
all the time. They're just performing.
Yeah.
Just perform.
Just perform.
Exactly. I would say that could be my advice. But my advice to 20-year-old Nadia, if I was having a coffee with her, she was really a perfectionist in like a scary way, because now I'm the complete opposite, thank God. But like I was getting A's in all my classes. I'm not like tooting my own horn, but all this to say is like overstudying, burning out, getting all these like grades and whatever didn't help me with anything in my future. Like it built my character.
I'm like, girl, you're a lawyer.
Yeah, but I still could have gone into law school without like all A's.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you can still go to law school with a few B's. It's normal. It's fine. Like I don't know why there's this constant pressure to be the best of the best, the top of the class. I don't know if that was the same in your school or in your case, but for me, like there was this constant pressure to always be the best. And I think it burnt me out at such a young age that I learned, like I grew up and I stopped caring.
Oh, okay, you like had enough.
Yeah, I had enough. I'm like, so why do I have to be this organized? Like, where is that going to take me? Like, I used to color code everything.
That's
everything.
crazy.
Like, my notes were all color coded. My closet's color coded. It still is. But, like, now I'd rather use that, like, OCD in my life and not, like, on my academics, for example, on my work or whatever, because it didn't get me anywhere. It just gave me stress for no reason.
I'm like, you're saying it didn't get you anywhere, but girl, you are a lawyer. It got you there.
But I still could have been those things.
What do you think?
without
Do you
the
think that
extra
you
stress.
do you think that you sacrificed your social life because of you? But like,
Perfectionism.
Yeah.
I would say I sacrificed like making deep connections.
Okay.
100%, because a lot of my connections were just to do with like school, like how like notes or whatever. They were very like surface level. I only had like 2-3 really really close friends that are like still my friends. So I would say it sacrificed my social skills as well, because I was like very anxious.
yeah,
Like I couldn't really connect with people. I was always thinking about like I just need to be better than everyone else.
but now you're so good at articulating yourself, which is crazy, because people usually, if they're not good at communicating or like building relationships or friendships or whatever, they grow to be quite timid and just keep themselves in a box, whereas you flourished.
I think it was a lot of practice.
Okay.
And I think that social media helped me with that as well.
Yeah.
Like learning to speak in front of a camera, and like I still get nervous all the time. Girl, you know me. I'll be
You're like,
getting
wait,
nervous.
let them walk past.
I'm like exhausted and I'm
If we haven't filmed a podcast episode in a while, Nadia's like,
I can't speak. So I feel like it still does come about, but it's not as consistently meh as it was before. You know what I
so
mean?
you tell her to stop working so hard?
Yeah, because wallah,
Chill,
I could have
girl.
gotten I could have gotten to the same place without that amount of stress at such a young age. Now my my factory settings are stress.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my what's that like?
Like your resting point.
Yeah, yeah.
What's it
there's a word
called?
for
There
it.
is a word for it.
My like homeostasis. Is it my homeostasis?
Girl, I didn't get A's.
But I would say like my resting point or my like homeostasis point is just a constant state of stress. Because I stressed at such a young haram. Nadia didn't have to stress that much at such a young age.
Girl,
For
you're
what?
only little.
Yeah, literally. So now if I don't stress, I don't feel the pressure of something so deeply. Like I really respect the people that look at something that is so stressful and they're like, okay, it's fine, we can deal with this.
that's
I'm
me.
in a front. I'm crazy. I lose it. You know me. I'll like lose my temper. I'll lose my cool. It's just crazy for me. I can't do it.
That's so interesting. I've never thought about it like that.
Yeah, I'm always in a state of stress. Always. That's when I flourish, and that's so.
You
bad
work
for
well
you.
under pressure.
Yeah, in fight or flight mode. Like I'm constantly in fight or flight mode.
So talking about stress, what is something that younger Nadia was so stressed about that you're just not stressed about anymore?
Like being the best.
Oh.
Like the top of the class, being the like having the best grades. What? Doesn't matter.
Where do you think that stress came from? Was it like expectations that you think that people held around you?
Yeah, I would say that obviously my parents were always like, you have to get the best grades. But then when I got older and they saw the pressure, they were like, listen, just do well. Like, do what you can. But I would also say that I was like in a school where we were all competing with each other. So it was like, I wanted to be better than the next guy and the next girl and whatever. So it was like also this just like environmental stress of like doing better. And the stress of like needing to go to the best schools and the best universities and get into the best programs. I think like IB just does that. Like international baccalaureate is like so toxic like that. So I think it was just like a school system.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Girl, me and you are so opposite. Something that I used to stress about that I'm like, girl, it does not matter. It's like boys liking me.
I got that. I reached that in uni. I reached that later.
Honestly, like in school, I was just like little chunky monkey. Like no guys liked me. I was like everyone's best friend. And I used to be like, I made up a boyfriend. So stop. I made him an MSN profile. He had a MySpace profile. He had everything. I just catfished. I was catfishing from back in the day. I made him a profile, and it was because, and if you've seen, it was so unrealistic. He was like this American guy in the Navy.
You were dating a Navy guy, Layla?
He was wearing a Navy outfit. What are they called, like Navy SEAL? I don't know. I got it off Google. God knows what was my type. Anyway, right. Well, actually, this was before 20. This is like school times, right? Anyway. No guys were interested in me, and because I felt left out because all my friends had boyfriends and stuff, I made up like I was like, and his name was Greg. I was like, oh Greg,
Greg, the American Navy soldier.
And I remember I used to say like, yeah, he's coming to visit this weekend from America. They must have looked at me and been like, this guy's on hard class A substances.
This one's crazy.
This one lost
Yeah,
the
sorry,
plot.
I can't hang out this weekend. I'm hanging out with Greg from America and
The Navy SEAL. Yeah, he's taking a break from the Navy SEAls to hang out with me. Yeah.
Can't make it to the
And you
house
know,
party.
my friends, I remember at one point they were like, they said, Greg's not real. And I said, yes, he is. Add him on MSN. And they added him, and I was on like 2 different profiles, logging in and out, having conversations.
This is the funniest thing
The
ever.
funny thing is now, look at me now. The funny
Look at
thing
you
is now. No. So that's something that I would say is I was delusional. I was just like, oh, I wish a guy would like me. And now I'm like, later, who cares what guys like? Who even cares what a guy likes? No.
I can't stop laughing. My jaws hurt.
I wish I could find a picture. Imagine if you could reverse Google search back then. Well, they would have found Greg quickly.
They would.
They would have found him real quick.
They'd be like, Layla, your boyfriend's on.
I think
They'd
if
be like,
you...
yeah, he's famous. He's on Google.
He's famous. He actually created Navy SEALs. What are you talking about? How dare you? Do you want to get on the... imagine if they asked to speak to him on the phone. I think they did. And I was like, oh, the time difference.
He can't. He's baby's sleeping.
He can. My baby's sleeping.
Don't bug.
He's in the war.
In a bunker. Layla, you just made a fake boyfriend. Listen, you were Delulu till it came to Lulu.
Honestly.
That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I was so fixated on like having a boyfriend. And I remember I said to my mom, like, when can I have... This is actually, no, I remember I must have been in secondary school because I remember I said to my mom, when can I have a boyfriend? And I carried on asking and she was like, when you're 16, I swear to you, when I turned 16. And when you're 18, I was like, I'm 18. I'm
Now
not...
what?
You can't keep telling me 2 years. I'm at 18 now. I'm going to have a boyfriend.
And I'm moving out.
And I'm moving out to live with Greg in America.
You would have made your way to America with
I'm
one
packing
bag.
my bag. You know the guy, the little meme. What is it? He's like, I'm leaving. No, not the ant. He's like this guy, and he's like this little kid, and he likes chicken nuggets. He's like, I'm leaving, and he's got like his little. Oh, he's got a suitcase. But yeah, I was thinking of the ant with the stick and the handkerchief.
Yeah,
with his goods.
You on your way to America.
I'm leaving. My mum must have thought, you little chunky, sit down in the house. No one likes you.
You just made Greg up.
You just made Greg up. Anyway, yeah, I would say like guys are so irrelevant.
Agreed.
And it's when you get older, you realize how irrelevant they really are.
True, that's true. I mean, I'm still trying to figure that one out. But I will say that something I learned from that is I would tell maybe younger Nadia to be more delusional.
Oh,
I agree. I agree with you.
To this level?
I mean, don't be making up boyfriends on MSN.
You need Greg? I'm going to make you a Greg.
I think it's true. Like, be so optimistic that like the world is yours and you can achieve anything.
I should have been more realistic though. If you've seen the character that I made Greg, couldn't I just get like a normal looking guy? No. He was like light skin with green eyes.
Stop.
He had the little cap.
No.
The little army outfit, little badge. Hold on, how old must he have been? The high school version of me, they must have been like, this is a man.
This is
Girl, blink twice if you need help. Are you being groomed?
Are you being held hostage by
Being
Greg?
groomed by myself. It's Greg. Just me speaking to myself in my bedroom. No, delusional.
No,
I
you
watched way
adding
too
your
many
friends.
movies. I was watching like Clueless. You know the film Clueless?
Yeah.
Honestly, he looked like he belonged in Clueless.
Oh my god, that is so... No, you really made me laugh so much.
I wonder what Greg's doing now, the real Greg.
Me too. Can we like find him? Navy
gonna
SEAL,
find him.
green eyes, light skin.
It's probably the first guy that comes up on Google search.
Still,
I didn't do much work to find him.
All jokes aside, listen. All jokes aside, what's one money lesson you learned way too late?
Just honestly, I feel like saving your money. I used to spend my money on the silliest things like clothes, but like clothes that are just a trend.
Yeah.
And now I don't do that. I don't buy clothes for trends. Like, for example, polka dot was really in.
Yeah.
I didn't buy anything polka dot. Because I was like, did you? But then when I see it on social media, I'm like, that looks cute. But I'm very much like a statement or, what's it called? Like staple pieces.
Yeah.
Something that I want to carry over to different seasons, whereas before, it's because I've honestly spent like my whole teen years, my whole 20s just buying for trends, and it's so wasteful. Like I have to do a spring clean of my wardrobe every month or so because I just would buy so impulsively without even thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, her top's cute, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Now I have a rule where if I buy new clothing, I have to get rid of a piece of clothing.
I have to do that.
You have to do it because, girl, you got like 4 walk-in wardrobes.
Yeah, I really need to but the thing is, I have clothes that I've worn since like grade 10, and they're still in my closet. And like
vintage queen.
I'm saving those for my kids.
To be fair, when we did Fashion Factory, you wore one of your mum's vintage dresses.
Yeah, I did. So I'm with you on that, like save, and I would even take it further and say like save and invest young.
That's true.
Like I have some friends that invested in like an apartment. Yeah. Like I'm like, I was not thinking about that like their parents made them, but like my mind wasn't like let me go buy like a pair of shoes or bag or whatever, like,
or like I'm going to the cinema this weekend with my friends, and then after that we're going bowling and blah blah blah, and then when you add it up, you're like, I've just spent like $300 on what?
And by the way, buying a coffee every single day, that's why I started making them. But even in university and high school, I swear half my allowance would literally go to just like eating out.
Yeah.
And drinking out.
You don't realize how expensive it is until like you look at your bank balance and you're like, oh. And do you know what's crazy? Now you spend money so easily because you're just tapping away at your phone. Whereas when we were younger, the concept of actually having physical money in your hand, you're then able to see, this is how much I have left.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I'm literally like,
have you seen the meme that's like, I use Apple Pay as if Apple is paying?
That is the most accurate thing I've heard in so long.
I use Apple Pay.
Steve Jobs is paying all my bills. I'm like, come on, Steve.
Not even
Steve,
my money.
It declined.
Steve,
you
better get working.
Sorry, Apple's not working today.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's something that I would say is save your money. Something that I did spend my money on very wisely when I was younger is my driving lessons. I remember it was one thing when I got my first ever paycheck. I think I was like 16, and my mum took it. I was paid in cash. I remember I worked at this like little coffee shop near my house, and I was like, Mum, I got my salary. I think it was like £600, which is equivalent to what, like $800. And I was like, I got my salary, and she was like, give me that. I'm taking it, and this is going towards your driving lessons. She was like, you're going to pay for your driving lessons, so you focus and you know the worth of it. And I was like, can I get $10?
I want my money back.
Can I get just $5 back, please? And she put all my money. She called up the guy. I remember it so clearly, and she was like, "Hi, we want to book in." And it's so crazy. I remember the actual amount. It was £600 for 30 hours. And how do I remember that? I was 16. It was £600 for 30 hours, and I was like, "Okay." So she was like, "Okay, you've booked in for 30 hours. After that, you're going to do your theory, and then your theory is going to cost this much." And I was like, "Okay." And I remember I was so annoyed, but I started driving when I was 16. Like, a few, like 7 months later or something, I was like driving, and I was like, wow, I'm so glad. That was money well spent.
But you learned the worth of the money. The reaon you remember is because you made that money and then you had to spend your own money.
I was like, what do you mean? I've been coming in at 9 to 5
for 30 hours
for this. And then I remember when I passed my driving test, I was like, oh, now how am I going to get a car? And my mum bought me a car.
Oh, bless her.
She was like, here you go for working so hard. And I was like, oh, all I had to do was spend $1,000 to get everything. Yeah, so that's something that I do remember. What's something that you remember spending money on and that you was like, that was very mature?
Girl, don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. Okay?
There's nothing that you can remember. You're like, no.
Okay, wait. Maybe bags.
Oh, but they're good investments.
It's an investment for this is girl math.
Girl math.
They're an investment for the future, for my children. If I ever needed to sell them, they're really good.
Very true. If you ever need to sell it, it's like, no, you don't.
They've increased in price.
Yeah.
The fastest way to stay broke is to look rich.
I agree.
Stop spending money to impress other people. Wallah, they're not going to remember. Wallah, they're not going to care. I promise you, you're just going to have a hole in your bank account for no reason.
That's so true.
I tried to spend so much money to keep up with people that I literally came from like generational wealth, and like I can't live up to that standard. So no, stop trying to impress people. Like there are people like, think about it. Generational wealth, and you're thinking, oh, she has that bag, so I also need that bag. So it's a never-ending like hamster wheel.
You can't keep up.
You can't. No. So stop trying to impress people with your money. Honestly, financial freedom is the biggest flex. So just save your money, be smart about it. You don't need to like, at a young age, you don't need to get your nails done every week.
No, you don't.
You don't need to.
Also, go and buy a nail polish from the shop. You can just go and spend $5 and go and get a little, what are they called? Ellie?
Yeah.
Ellie little nail polish. Paint your nails at home. Get the top coat.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be gel, girl.
Just don't live outside of your means.
You can even get press-on nails now.
Yeah, that's what I was literally just thinking. But like, if you get like a salary or an allowance, I swear, put half of it towards your savings and literally just live within the means of the other half, and then start investing your savings.
Let's get into dating.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
Don't
Mom,
date.
turn this off.
Mom, close your ears.
What is the biggest dating lesson you learned? You're like, I ain't learned no lessons.
I still be learning lessons. I still be learning some lessons. Okay, my advice, truly to anyone who's young and listening to this, don't date until you go to university. Even then, I would say focus on university. Like, you don't need a man until you're done. Like, don't enter a serious relationship in high school. I swear, some people will marry their high school sweetheart, blah, 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 whatever. You don't know yourself well enough to be with another person at that young age. So literally, don't date till you're 20. Minimum.
Yeah, I agree.
And then when you do,
come
don't.
back and speak to us. No, but what you're saying is so true. I remember there were so many people in my school that had relationships, like serious relationships, like they were together from like grade 7 up until the end of school, and then they were like, oh, now what?
Yeah.
But what was the point? What is actually the point? Not a little kiss?
Yeah. Like,
What
no,
is
you
the point?
can kiss later in life.
Exactly.
There's a whole lot of kissing that can be done later.
But there's no point. It honestly is waste of your time. Change and shed so much as a person. You're still changing. They say that every 6 years you are a new person.
Yeah.
Like your skin completely sheds, and you're forever, ever, alhamdulillah, you're forever, ever growing and changing. That trying to just being in a relationship in your younger years for the sake of it is just a waste of time.
It's a distraction, I swear to God. And I wish I listened to my mom, because I was trying.
What's one red flag that you ignored in your dating life in your 20s?
People will show you exactly who they are. Believe it. Don't forgive things. I mean, it's nice to forgive. Like, I always think, like, if God can forgive, like, I should also be forgiving too. But I would say that the first time something happens and it's wrong, leave.
Yeah, I agree.
Genuinely leave. But if you want to be forgiving, give them a second chance and then leave.
Yeah. What was it? It's fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Exactly. I 100%. What about you? What's your dating advice?
My dating advice, or like the red flag that I would say, is someone that can't stick to their word. And now being in, honestly, the best relationship of my life, alhamdulillah, my husband always sticks to his word. And I've never met a man that sticks to his word. And I've realized the difference, because it makes me more masculine, and it's forced me to be more masculine growing up, not having a male figure in my life that sticks to their word. Because then I'm like, I'll just deal with it. Oh, okay, don't worry. And yeah, like you end up just carrying a man in a relationship.
Yeah, true.
And we ain't got time for that. Another thing that I would say is that always choose peace over excitement. Like, some people think that love is supposed to be chaotic and it's supposed to be like the movies where you're screaming at each other and then you make up and it's so dramatic. And I remember you once telling me that when you feel butterflies, apparently it's not a good thing.
Yeah, it's like anxiety. It's like your nervous system reacting negatively. So like, you're actually, the right person is supposed to make you feel at peace. Like, you should always choose a fireplace and not the fireworks. Not like this excitement of like butterflies and like what, it's just not. Because I think it was Buddha that said it. Yeah, the right person will make you feel at peace. They'll make you feel calm. They won't make you feel the butterflies.
And I think that's such an important lesson to always remember, is that love isn't supposed to be chaotic. Yeah. Honestly, it's supposed to feel like peace. And of course, there are going to be ups and downs in a relationship, especially in a marriage. Yeah. But with communication and knowing yourself and growing individually as people, you can always come together with love and talk things out.
True, yeah.
But when everything is chaotic and you're shouting, no one should make you get to a point where you're so angry that you're shouting and you're not recognizing yourself. Yeah. If someone is making you an angry person, then that's not the person for you.
Agreed, yeah.
That is something that I would I wish I could scream at younger Layla,
Yeah.
honestly.
Honestly.
That's also down to friendships as well.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I would say that like a lot of our friendships form who we end up becoming in our future, right? Because like you are, what is it? Like you're the average of like the people.
Oh
some
yeah,
people around you.
you become most like the 5 people around you.
Yeah. So you have to choose wisely who your friends are. If they're not like motivating you to be a better person, if they're like secretly hating, if they're secretly jealous, that's another piece of advice I would tell younger Nadia. Like, stay away, leave.
Yeah.
You don't need a toxic friendship. Like, genuinely, you don't.
Something that my mom always told me is that you should never be the smartest one in the room.
Oh, yeah.
And ever since she told me that, I was always like, this room, like I've outgrown this room.
Yeah,
You guys
next.
either need to step up and teach me something new, or I have to open the door and go to the next room.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just slowing yourself down.
100%.
Going a little bit off topic, I'm someone who has worked since I was like 14, started doing like paper rounds, which we spoke about before, and you
Yeah.
were like, girl, what's a paper round? And I just realised like you can't do paper rounds in Dubai, you're in the desert. Whereas obviously in London, it's cool, you get your little bicycle, like the movies. So yeah, I've worked ever since I was 14. From then I went to like work in a coffee shop. I then worked in retail. I've worked for an airline. I've worked in ticket sales. I've worked in every probably industry you can think of. And it was always very secure. Like I know at the end of the month, this is how much I get paid. And when I started my little hobby, like my little blog, it was just fun. And then when I got my first payment from a brand, I was like, huh? Why would they pay me and give me free products? Wild. Made it. I'm a celebrity. What do you mean? You're sending me things for free. And that's something that I respect myself for so much, is trusting myself that I can do difficult things that don't have security just by trusting in myself.
Yeah.
And if I didn't take that step, I'd probably still be working for that airline.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
yeah, I'm so glad that I believed in myself and put in the hard work to have the career that I have now.
Yeah, and to like take the risk.
Yeah.
Because like who knew social media would like make money at that time? And
Honestly.
you're such an OG because you were like originally on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
2018.
Yeah.
Isn't that so crazy? Oh no, the other day my niece sent me a video that I uploaded on YouTube in 2008. I was in high school and like I uploaded a video and she was like in the video. She was like 2 or whatever. And I was vlogging and I said, if I started in 2008, I'd be Mr. Beast. I would be the owner of YouTube. But isn't that crazy how much social media has evolved?
That's crazy. Yeah. So I met this girl that was working in finance the other day and she was like, oh, you're a content creator. Like, you know, the meme that really resonates with me is I wish I started dancing on TikTok in 2020. And I was like laughing so hard. I'm like,
okay, 20-year-old Nadia. Actually, no, you're not 20-year-old. We're going to go to Nadia in this day and age.
Oh.
I'm going to do a little quick fire with you.
okay.
Okay. Finish my sentence, okay?
Okay.
I wish I stopped.
Stressing over grades.
I wish I stopped people pleasing. I wish I'd spent more time.
Investing in my mental health.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, just by reading books. Like, you don't have to go to a therapist at a young age. You just
Yeah.
have to read about it.
I wish I spent more time investing my money into smarter things.
Wow, I steal that answer.
I wish I'd realised
Success looks so differently for everyone.
the biggest lie that we're told is you have to be academically smart.
Yes, 100%. I'm with you.
Unless, of course, please, all the academically intelligent people out there, stick to it because we need doctors still.
Yeah, we still need our doctors.
We need our doctors, we need our dentists, we need our lawyers,
Scientists.
we need our lawyers.
We need our lawyers and our
Okay,
scientists.
we need our scientists. Please don't listen to me. If you are academically clever, please just turn this podcast off.
Exactly. And what's one thing you'd never apologize again for?
My boundaries. I'd never, ever, ever apologise for my boundaries. These are my boundaries. If you don't like it, I'm so sorry that you don't, that you're feeling some type of way, but the line is drawn.
Agreed. Oh my God, that is such a good way to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for joining us at the Coffee Club. We really enjoyed having you. Please follow Layla at Layla Loves, me at Nadia Sultan X, and the Coffee Club.
At the Coffee Club.
Love you. See you next
Bye.
week. Thank you so much again, Dima. We really enjoyed our time here with you at the Coffee Club.